Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty fun news to go cover over here for the PlayStation 5 Pro. We have some pretty cool, apparently, efficiency things going on too as well, where apparently the console itself, in comparison to the PlayStation 5, is actually also running a lot better, using a lot less electricity, and just a lot of really kind of cool stuff to go talk about that. As well as also did apparently have some pretty big PlayStation Portal updates too as well, in regards to the same update we talked about a few days ago. Thank you guys all so much for the love on that video too as well, if you guys were watching that one. And on top of that too, just kind of basically fix a lot of cool things, once again making the Portal seem even cooler. And as well, last but not least, we have an update on the brand new PlayStation acquisition. And don't forget to as well, depending on when you guys go and see this video, I'll probably have this video maybe scheduled for 10:45 in the morning, so bear in mind if some PlayStation 5 30th anniversary consoles may have dropped or potentially might be in the process of dropping very soon, depending on when you guys see this video. If this is like 10 hours from the time of actually being live, maybe not so much. All the other stuff's gonna be relevant, but if also keep that in mind in case you guys have been trying to get your 30th anniversary consoles. They may be dropping, if you guys are notification squad, in the very near future. So if you guys will get them sometime in the near future, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here. In the first place, we are giving out a PS5 Pro, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for that. We also had to go hit 69,000 subscribers too, so a little bit of like a talkie video, but dude, we hit 69,000 subscribers. Thank you guys literally so much. I don't really think I ever would have even hit this number, and I can't believe that people sometimes watch my videos. There is a lot more better stuff I want to do in the very near future. Gonna be taking like a week or so off at the start of the new year, kind of getting editing going on, a lot of cool stuff, things I hope you guys will really enjoy in the show itself. So thank you guys for the patience. I can't wait to actually give you guys a product you guys kind of like. Sorry for the app, and let's dive on into the video itself, and good luck if you guys do get your 30th anniversary consoles. Let me know in the comment section down below. So very kind of quick video over here. We've once again had some more deep dives coming out of the PS5 Pro, and I kind of want to talk about this just because I feel like there's been a little bit of like a 50-50. Now, we may go and touch on this maybe today or tomorrow on more proper videos, where the PlayStation 5 Pro is actually having even more micro stuttering kind of issues with games and concepts and all of that. We made one initial video on it. A lot of you guys kind of saw it, and we've kind of been seeing more and more coming out. So maybe later on today or tomorrow. But at least on some other kind of bright side, because people are kind of saying like the AI is the main reason why people want to get their consoles. So why do we want to even still once again upgrade the console itself? Now, one thing to go and say is that it still is a good internal hardware console, and if you're in the comparison for the PS5 to PS5 Pro, sometimes the extra $200 for it being a more like efficient console, using less electricity over time. If you're a big gamer, doesn't really add up that much, but it can still also add up, save you some money, save you some draw, and as well, just kind of nice to go and show as a sentiment that the console itself is also a still pretty good console. So the PS5 Pro is surprisingly efficient as of right this second, doing a 30% performance uplift while operating at nearly the same power draw as the base PS5. Basically saying if you need to go have like, let's say 10 gigawatts to go and run the slightly better console with the better GPU, AI, ray tracing, PSSR, all that good stuff, it'll basically be drawing around the same exact energy cost as the PS5 itself, which isn't like the biggest groundbreaking. If you guys know, electricity is usually technically somewhat cheap, all things considered. So it is very nice to go at least know that there is at least something nice with the consoles themselves too as well. Saying to on top of that. So despite having a significantly more powerful GPU, the PS5 Pro barely consumes more power than the base PS5, which is kind of a smaller, kind of chiller update, but it's still nice to go and see it. So the Digital Foundry tested the PlayStation 5 Pro's power consumption and discovered some surprising results. So according to his three-way discussion piece on YouTube, basically what everyone talk about too as well, it shows the PlayStation 5 Pro consumes practically no additional power than the base PS5, despite even having this way better GPU, overclocked CPU, etc. So I had a chance to go test this with Elden Ring, Spider-Man 2, FF24, and all the games themselves were compared to the launch model PS5 and the refreshed variant dubbed the PS5 Slim and the Pro model. So the Pro was running the Pro exclusive versions of all three games with these enhanced graphical capabilities. Basically, like they're just running the higher tier options that will be soaking more power. Elden Ring saw the PS5 Pro operating at a virtually identical power draw as the PS5 Slim. So basically saying it's like pretty much the same exact vibe either way. In one instance of the video, the Pro model operated at 214 watts of power consumption, and the PS5 Slim model at 216 watts, and the PS5 launch model is at 201 watts. So the frame rates were inevitably much higher in the Pro, because operating at 52 frame rates, PS5 Slim was at 40, and the PS5 launch model is actually, funny enough, at 37. You would actually not even believe that, but I guess the baseline launch PS5 models are actually a little bit worse still in comparison to the PS5 Pro and also the normal, apparently, Slim 2 as well. The frame rate variance between the slim and launch models should be taken lightly, as the information displayed was taken from one snapshot of Digital Foundry's benchmark run. Both consoles are the same in terms of performance. Effectively, the PS5 Pro is operating at the same power as the PS5 Slim while providing a 30% higher frame rate. So basically the big idea is that the PS5 Slim, PS5 normal, like first launch edition, they're not as efficient. They're not running as well. They're using it more power consumption, which once again is not like the biggest deal on the planet, but it's intriguing to go and know. Spider-Man 2 showed a slightly different story, to the game being locked to 60 FPS on all three consoles. And in that same scenario, the PS5 Pro yielded the highest wattage at 232, the PS5 Slim is at 218, PS5 launch was at 208, and in Spider-Man 2, the Pro consumed 6% more power than the PS5 Slim, 11% more power than the launch version, and there is no comparison for the F124 title, but Digital Foundry showed the PS5 Pro operating at 235 watts in game, locked at the 60 FPS. So it's intriguing because the power consumption apparently can be changed based on the silicon quality, which means why the Slim is performing worse than the launch model, which is kind of crazy because I almost want to, like, based on my understanding, I feel like a little bit on the worse side too as well. I don't know, it's intriguing. So variance in silicon quality means that certain consoles can operate at their advertised CPU clock speeds at lower voltages compared to others, and they're basically trying to go and say right there is that due to the fact that everything can running a little bit better, or can be a little bit more optimized, and it can just like makes everything a little bit smoother. If you have less electricity cost to go run a GPU even in the same exact model, think like if you have like a computer and you have like basically the same exact thing with just those one parts swapped, if they're technically better, then at the end of the day everything else will be running a little bit smoother, can optimize a little bit nicer. It's just like, it's an intriguing thing to go and see at the end of the day. Basically just kind of going and show that it is just very, very power efficient for how much better the console itself is as a whole. It's very intriguing too. It's very intriguing. So basically it says Opera's also have very similar power consumption targets as the base PS5 models, despite featuring a significantly more powerful GPU. And it's also kind of surprising too as well, because they were assuming it was going to be consuming a lot more wattage. If it's very comparable, even with these extra improvements, it's a win, it's good. And they're kind of expected to be running way, 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 way more. So the PS5 Pro is armed with the 8-core Zen 2 CPU and the 16.7 teraflop capable RDNA based GPU with 576 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, and the regular PS5 models ship with the same CPU. The CPU clocks could be different, but with a significantly weaker 10.28 teraflops RDNA based GPU featuring about all that good old little memory bandwidth. Basically, the moral of the story is the PS5 Pro is running a little bit more efficient than most people would expect, and now that's, I think, overall kind of good news. Now, if you guys have also missed this, kind of, I think, more of the secondary follow-up for some of the bigger news out there, is that if you guys don't know, Kadokawa, basically from Software, has somewhat now officially confirmed that they are in talks right now to go be bought out by Sony. This is actually confirmed, saying there are some articles on the acquisition of the Kadokawa Corporation by Sony Group Incorporated. However, this information has not been announced properly by the company. The company, though, has, and this is, so basically they're saying like publicly, like we haven't confirmed that we're being bought out, but they're saying the next line, the company has received an initial letter of intent. Basically, that's basically saying lawyers are like, we want to buy your company. How do we make this happen? There's a lot of legality behind it too, stock prices. We have to like lock in like proper stock dates to know where your company is actually evaluated on for us to determine if it's a win or not for us. And that's kind of what they're looking at right here. Saying, but there's no decision has been made at this time as of right now if they are going to be selling the company itself or not. If there are any facts that should be announced in the future, we will make an announcement in a timely and appropriate manner. Basically saying, yes, they do want to maybe go and buy our company. We have not confirmed that we're selling. We have to discuss a lot of stuff, but the intent is actually there. So the initial leaks and rumors are all legitimately true. Now, last but not least, we had a pretty big update when it comes to the PlayStation Portal. As you probably know, on the PlayStation Portal itself, there's a brand new update happened as of yesterday. Brand new system software, brand new PlayStation Plus streamability, which is a really big deal in my honest opinion. But as well, apparently there's also been nice little small bug fixes too. We had a chance to talk about this ever since it came on out. Number one, the streaming itself has worked and is working. So people had a chance to test it. And apparently so far, it's actually running pretty good. Like people are enjoying the testing. But they're also saying too, there's a micro stutter. I actually even heard about this and reported on this. I think we maybe made 2 videos on it at the time itself. And that's very, very intriguing to go and see that it does seem like it's even better. They're saying many people couldn't even maybe see it or felt it was good enough, but also a lot of people who had a chance to like see it and they noticed it. They were like, they hated it. They didn't want to buy it. But as of right this second, apparently with the cloud gaming and the most recent software update, apparently right now, this remote play micro stutter is apparently all technically working as of right this second. So anyone who may have still been skeptical on the PlayStation Portal, this is another big way because you don't even have to own a PS5 as of this second and as well the other various software and system updates have apparently made everything a lot better and overall a lot nicer. So I myself am very excited to go and see this, and I do think a lot more people are going to be picking up the PlayStation Portals themselves. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Good luck if you guys are trying to get your 30th anniversary consoles. Let me know in the comment section throughout the day if you guys get some or not. Make sure you guys are subscribed. In general, we have the PS5 Pro giveaway. Thank you guys for the 69,000 subs. There's so many random updates. I just appreciate it all so much. Love you guys.